Hello, it's Kate from Inkstampshare.ink. I thought I would bring you my swaps I made for our Stampin' Up convention that I attended last weekend. I went to our local convention in Telford in the UK and we had such an amazing time. There were 600 Stampin' Up demonstrators attending, and something we like to do is swap. So we make something, make a quantity of the same thing, and we go around the room and meet loads of people, make lots of new friends, and we swap. So it means we come home with loads and loads of brand new ideas and inspiration. I have a few of my swaps left, and there's a reason for that. I was lucky enough to get chosen to be a volunteer at Onstage. It's a big kind of event, and there's a lot of work goes into it, and lots of us volunteer to help out, and it's a great fun experience and something really nice to do. And I did the registration check-in desk. So at the time when everybody is swapping and doing all that kind of stuff, I was doing the check-in desk and being part of that team, getting 600 demonstrators into the room. So I was a little bit short of time on swapping, but I still managed to get some lovely swaps, and I'll show you some of those in a minute. But I just thought I'd bring you my little swaps, and they're so cute. And what they are, in case you haven't guessed, they're those tiny little TIC TAC boxes that you can buy. They're absolutely gorgeous, and these are really fun. They've got lots of little messages in them. So that one says cool stuff, and this one, they all have something different on. This one says fun and funny and smile. So yeah, I just made some little boxes to fit them. Now, it was not my idea, this template. This is completely cased from another demonstrator called Paper Pixie, the Paper Pixie, and she did an amazing job of it. And so mine are quite similar, not exactly the same, I don't think, but I will post her link down below so you can go and have a look at her YouTube video and see where I got my inspiration from. Thank you to her for her post sometime last year. So if you want to know where to get these cute little Tic Tac boxes from, I got them in a big Tic Tac box, and you can get them in quantities of sort of 60 or 100, and they're relatively inexpensive, and I got mine from Amazon, so you can get them there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made the little boxes to fit. So if I just move these out of the way and bring in my cardstock. Now, these Tic Tacs came in 4 different colours, so I tried to pair mine up. So the mint ones I did in balmy blue, the white mint ones I did a balmy blue box, and then I don't even know what flavour these are, I just matched up the colours, but they're really cute. So this was like an orangey colour, pinky orange, I did Calypso Coral, and this one is, and I'm sure that must be mint again, but it's like almost completely matches our Coastal Cabana. So I did that colour, and then I did one in pumpkin pie to match these orange ones. How cute is that? So let's crack on. So the piece of cardstock you're going to need to make it is really tiny. Let's get my measurements out. It is 2 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8 of an inch. So if you use a piece of A4 cardstock, I can't remember how many I got out of each piece, but quite a lot. I want to say like sort of, I don't know, 8, something like that, lots of them. So it's a really economical, fun project to make. So I'm just going to bring my scoreboard in. Love my scoreboard. I don't use it often enough, so let's pop that here. I told you I had it the right way up, didn't it? So there we go. And I'm going to show you where I score. Now let me just see if you can see the top of there. It's hanging off the edge of the table. Okay, so I've got the little score tool which comes with it, and with my short side of the card at the top, I'm going to score at 5/8 of an inch. So I can work that out on here, and I can score that in there, and at 2 inches, like so. And then I'm going to turn it around so I've got the long side at the top, and I'm going to score again at 5/8 of an inch. There we go. And 1 5/8, 2 1/4. Now I will pop in all this on my blog, all the measurements, so don't worry about writing everything down, because you'll be able to grab it all from there over on my blog, and shop is all over Inkstampshare.ink. So 3 1/4, and that's all of the score lines and the measurements that you need. So let's move my scoreboard out of the way. Let's see if I've got my scissors out. Happy Easter, everybody. It's Easter today. I have put, funnily enough, this will make you laugh. So I've had the week off. Since I come back from Onstage, it's been fabulous. It's Easter holidays here for the children in the UK. My husband's taken a week off work, so we've had a week off together. So a lot of my Onstage stuff and all my supplies are still in my bag, still in my kit bag. So instead of running across the other side of the room to grab my scissors, I'll just use what I've got. So I've got my piece of card that I've scored, and I have just creased down those creases. You can use your bone folder if you want, just give them a good crease and you'll find it makes you a nice little box like that. Okay, so I am just going to cut up these little lines on the long side to make the tabs. Oh, these are not as good as my snips. These scissors, they're very strange. Just had them in my little box. Thought I was prepared, huh? So these make the tabs. Now, interestingly, the square pieces, you just need to notch them in a little bit. I'm going to take that bit where the fold was out. That way, it will actually close nicely without any bits hanging out the side. And the same on the other side. It's a little notches out. Just a little tiny bit. So I made like, how many of these did I make? I made quite a lot of these. I made about 55 of these. So I had loads of little bits when I cut them up. Okay, so that's that. And then we just need to fit it together. Okay. So I'm going to do my base first. Oh, one more thing. I just need to grab a pinch. I'm going to go for a tiny 1/2 inch circle punch. Not sure where my 1 inch punch has gone. So this is going to be the bit that opens your box. So if you see it here, this is going to be the notched out piece. So if you work out which is the top and the front, before you glue it together, just cut out, so in the middle right there, just a little sort of semicircle using your circle punch. You'll end up with a nice little notch. And then what I like to do is I like to glue my base together first. So you can use double-sided sticky tape. I want to use my Tombow. I find it just less fiddly for me. Just making so many of these little boxes, it was just a bit less fiddly. And you want to make sure you've got a nice little seam when you stick it together, and then it's nice and flush. Like so. And the same on these ones. Ooh, had a lot of glue just popped out of there, didn't I? So got a nice little seam. Interestingly, something to note that I didn't really think of before I started making all of these little boxes is that obviously the smaller the box you've got, the less room for error there is. So if you're a few mils out, you'll show up more. So just be careful with the measurements. Okay, and then this piece at the top, more of the little square flaps on the inside and the little dash. You can tell I've not used my glue all week. It's been very weird not crafting. All right, here we go. And I've missed my coffee and cards ladies, and so that'll be nice to see them again on Tuesday. There we are. I had a lovely week off with the kids and my husband. It's been really beautiful. The sun is glorious today. So that's that. Now we need to make sure it shuts before we completely glue it down. There we are. We have our little box. How cute is that? Okay, let's just take some of these Tic Tacs and make sure they fit. Let's get the right colour, shall we? And get them out. Right. Let's pop them in. Chilly wave. Okay, there we are. And now I just need to decorate it. And now we do have a starter set at the moment that's perfect for this project, and I got it ready. Where is it gone? Here it is. It's called the Tabs for Everything, and this originally came out when our planner was released, when our annual catalogue was released last June, and I imagine it was for the planner, but it's fab. I use it for all sorts of things. So it's got do today, you know, all these kind of things. This is the day, to do, note, celebrate, look, date, and then it's got all of these like little images. It's also got wishes, love, enjoy, party, hello, congratulations, loads of little things. We've got a little shopping trolley, so you can mark your shopping in your planner and things like that. But really, they're just mini, and they're fab, they're tiny. I love them. So I've mounted up the ones that I already want to use, and I've got some Whisper White card stock ready, and I've got the matching ink pads under my mess. So I have got the balmy blue, because of course in Stampin' Up everything matches, and then I'm going to coordinate it with the Coastal Cabana. So, okay, so I am going to make sure I do it right. So Coastal Cabana, I'm going to stamp a little circle out of that stamp set, like that. And then in the balmy blue, I just picked out the little elephant. I thought it was really cute. Not for any other reason, I just like him. And just pop it in the middle. There we are. There he is, little elephant. And then just using my 3/4 inch circle punch, I believe this is retiring too, guys. I'm going to punch him out. There we go. So that's that. Okay, and I have got a little sliver of white cardstock that I cut up. Now, I can't remember how big this is. Let's have a look. Doesn't really matter, just whatever works. That is 1/2 inch. And I'm going to stamp on it. I'm going to stamp Enjoy. That's the elephant. Where is it? Here it is. In the Coastal Cabana to match the circle. So leave a little space at the end, because that's going to tuck under my elephant circle, like that. Let's just see how it will fit on my box once I've put that on there. So that's going to go on the top. And then this is going to go underneath, and I just kind of did it by eye. So I'm going to cut it here, like that, and then do a little banner. Top tip, do a little banner. Cut down the middle just a little way, and then meet at the corners into that middle. And you end up with a really cute little banner. Little fishtail banner. Yay, done it, done it, done it. Right, okay, now the next thing I need, I did get everything out ready, is a dimensional. Yeah, I did get it. Here it is. So sticky foam pad. Pop it on there like that. Just take the back off. Didn't want to come off. And I'm going to pop that on there. Just make sure it's the right way up. So it will look like this. I might stick it over a bit further. Like, oh, that's too far. I can't see my Enjoy. Getting a bit enthusiastic, wasn't I? There we are. So I put that on there. And then what I did on these was I don't know if you can see that, I took a little bit of the gold metallic thread and wound it round each of them. So you can see that, just to make it pop. You can buy it in silver, you can buy it in gold, you can buy it in copper, and it goes on and on and on forever. So it's a really economical thing to buy. So I think I'm going to just do that. I think I left a bit of my dimensional hanging out when I made the others. Do you know what? I made them so quickly. I did all of them at once. So I got on a, you know how it is when you get in a real kind of swing of doing something and it's just on a roll. It was a week ago now. And I bunged up my glue. How's that happened in 5 minutes, huh? Oh, that's definitely sticky. So let's do this. Let's see if I can make it work. Just stick it in. There is no kind of special way. Just pop it on. Chop it off so you can't see the end. And then pop it on the top of your Tic Tac box. Ooh, it came apart. Let's do it again. There we go. Hope you're all having a lovely Easter. Do you have chocolate in your house? There's far too much in ours. Right, there we go. Oh, no, I definitely need some more glue on the bottom of this. Let's grab some more. There we are, he's on. And that's it. So I made a huge bag of these in all the different colours and went around giving them out. It was so fun because I got to meet loads of lovely new demonstrators that I'd not met before, and I got to swap with them. Yeah, it was great fun. So there they are. I hope you like them. So yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure the 3/4 inch circle punch is on our retiring list now. It's available now while stocks last, but obviously once they're gone, they're not going to be carrying over the new catalogue. So these things go very fast. So if you want one, do hop over to my online shop. Also, I do believe the tabs for everything is also, I know it's retiring too. So the same goes for this stamp set. These things do, as I say, they go quite quickly. So if you want it, hop over there. It's Inkstampshare.ink. You'll find my online shop. Right, okay, I will show you how what swaps I received for the ones that I did manage to swap. Do you know, I haven't even looked at these yet, so you'll be looking at them for the first time with me. Oh, look at this. I got this gorgeous, this is a tissue box. Yeah, it is. Definitely, it's a tissue box. Using the Tropical Chic, I think it is, sweet. And it is by Sheila Birch. Boxes. She even gives the instructions inside of how to make a box, what the materials she's used are, and she's used the Tropical Escape designer series paper, the Tropical Thinlit dies, and the Tropical Chic stamps. What a lovely little gift that is. I love that. Thanks, Sheila. So that's one of my swaps. Let's pop that to the side. This is gorgeous. Look at that Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Flowers, friends are flowers in the garden of life. And there is some instructions in here. This lady has used the scallop tag topper punch at 2 ends. She has glued her biscuits in place, and then she's just done some score lines in the middle and stamped it. She stamped all of this. Isn't that gorgeous? That's from Louise Wheeler at Cherry Flower Creations. Thank you, Louise. Love that. That's nice. What else have I got here? I have got, let's see. Oh, look, it's a magnet. I love these. Oh, what's inside? Chocolate. Private Chocolatiers, Mossa Roth. Anne Yates. Thank you, Anne. That is just so lovely. And she's used that die that does the top. And I can't remember the name of it, but this is the, not all that you are. I've been using it constantly. It'll come back to me in a minute. That stamp set is retiring and it's stunning. Oh, love that. Love that. These papers that she's used, this DSB, that's retiring as well. Let's have a look. So what have we got here? Ah, my little piggy. Oh, look, she's embossed the back with the polka dot embossing folder. She's used the stitch shaped circle die, and she's stamped the pig onto some spotty designer series paper, and it makes him look cute. Oh, blushing bride card, polka dot embossing folder, champagne mist paints. That's what she's used. The Settles 6x6 designer series paper, and this little piggy stamps, handmade with Sarah, craftwithsarah@gmail.com. Thank you, Sarah. That is fab, very inspiring. I might need to have to case that. I love it. What else have we got here? just for you. This is, oh, look at this. How clever. An after 8 mint in the middle. I think this would be perfect with Christmas paper at Christmas, don't you? I think I might need to borrow this idea. Love that. Is there anything from? Oh, it doesn't tell me who made it. Oh no. What a shame. I love it. If you know who made it, if it was you, thank you very much. I love it. I'm going to have to sit and put that back together when I'm not on camera, and I'm sure it will work. I love this. Nice stamp. So that's that one. And then I've got, is this the same? Oh no, this is a different stamp that says just for you. And a little cellophane baggie. Can I find the top of it? Yeah, here we go. Sorry, that's noisy on the video, I'm sure. Autumn Crafts. Rachel Burkett, The Coach House. autumncrafts.co.uk. This is so cute. Look at this. She's put a little belly band on. Oh my word. This is a great idea. Something nice in here. Mini Tic Tacs. Love this. As you can tell, I rather like mini Tic Tacs. Oh, look. That's clever. She's put some little punches from the Sprig Punch in there. I love that punch. It's one of my favourites. How clever is this person to make a double box like that? This is ingenious. So I'm going to be looking up Autumn Crafts to see if she's put the tutorial for that on her blog. And I would encourage you to, because that looks amazing. I love it. Okay, so what else have we got? We have got a treat, a little treat for someone sweet. And it's held together with this beautiful Coastal Cabana ribbon. I don't know if that's been coloured, if it's white and been coloured it, or if it comes in Coastal Cabana. I think it's been white and coloured, but I may have it wrong. We have 2 jam pack catalogue fulls at the moment. Right. She's made this with the envelope punch board, which is a super versatile piece of kit. You can make all sorts of things out of it. You can make envelopes and boxes. I've done quite a few boxes on my YouTube and on my blog using the envelope punch board. So search that up if you're interested. It also is really reasonable to purchase, and it is retiring. So grab that before it goes. I should. Right, Stampin' Up Telford. The items use the Brights and In colour, 6x6 DSP and matching card, a Good Day stamp set, Stampin' Right markers. Oh yes, no, they do come. That's the tea room ribbons. They do come in that colour, in the Coastal Cabana. Whisper White cardstock and scallop punch here. And a little mini Kinder, perfect for Easter. I love it. I really like this. Joe Slaney. Thank you, Joe. That is gorgeous. I better hide it before one of my children come and eat the chocolate, because they obviously don't have enough chocolate already, being Easter. So that's that one. I've got another one here. I've got Mr. Chocs chocolate. Do you know what? It is like Christmas when you go to Onstage. Honestly, you get so many lovely things. Oh, I love this. She has used this beautiful designer series paper. Oh, look. Oh, this is a great idea. To make her post-it note holder. And, oh, no, that's sticky. I wonder if she's got her... Oh, there we are. So this is the gorgeous DSP. She's popped one of these brads in it. And then she's put another piece of DSP to cover up the back of the brad so it's not sharp. This is the scallop tag topper. So she's punched it. It's the scallop tag topper punch, and use the brad to close it. That is genius. That is genius. Let's have a look. That is Yvonne Wither, Purple Ivy Crafts. So that is great. Thanks, Yvonne. I really like that. They're going to come in handy to mark my brand new catalogue, which I have. It is amazing, the new one. You are going to love it. I'm so sorry, but you are. Oh dear. So I've got my new catalogue in my hot little hands. It was a perk of going to the Onstage event to get their catalogue. It goes live to customers on, I think, well, I want to say June, the beginning of June the 4th or somewhere around there. But we get to pre-order because of demos as a perk, and we get the catalogue early. So if any of you do want this catalogue, just leave me a note down below. Send me a message and I'll make sure you get one. It's, yeah, you're not gonna be able to resist, I'm sure. Okay, this is very pretty. I love this stamp set. It is the Wonderful Moments stamp set. She's used the layering oval framelets. Sunshine Wishes dies is the love. The tufted embossing folder, which gives this background, like, let me open this because you can see it better without the glare. The tufted background embossing folder kind of gives a quilted image, quilted kind of feel, which is lovely. White cardstock, soft sea foam, and the polka dot, the white polka dot ribbon, which I love. And that is by, oh, Lynn's Liz, Tanner's Yard. Thank you, Lynn's. I love that. That is really nice. This is made with the beautiful vases. Hoping your day blooms with happiness. Made by Pauline Powling, Simply Card Crafting. She's used the varied vases stamp set and punch. So you get this beautiful stamp set with the vases and then a punch that punches it all out. Absolutely stunning. Really love that. Really love it. And there's a new stamp set to go with it in the new catalogue. Thanks, Pauline. It's really pretty. This is one of my favourites. I have this stamp and punch combo of these little elephants. I never thought to use it with these papers. How adorable is that? Welcome, little one. I might have to case this if Helen doesn't mind. So this is Helen Houlden from Calverton in Nottinghamshire. And she's used Animal Outing for the Welcome Little One. And the punch is the Elephant Builder punch and the Stitch rectangle framelit die here. And the papers she's used, Needle Point Nook. This is the texture embossing paste. And she used it through the cloud mask. The party pattern mask. So it's like a stencil and you push the texture paste through it and then it dries hard. She's made lovely fluffy clouds with it. Brilliant. Love that. It's my favourite. So this one is, oh no, this is I managed to get two of these. They're probably stuck to each other. Oh, I'm so sorry. Maria. She's used the Stamp the Mermaid and Mask the Backgrounds. She's used a sponge dauber. And she has coloured in with blender pens and highlighted with the Wink of Stella. So I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but the Mermaid's Tail shimmers. It's really beautiful. Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes. Love those. They're just stunning. Thank you. Thank you, Maria, so much. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? This is using the letters, the large letters dies, which are definitely retiring. I'm very sad to say, and won't be in the new catalogue. I use mine tons. I use it for all my scrapbooking pages and all sorts of things. So do grab those if you want them. They are just lovely. She's used the friend out of the new, oh, what's this called? I do have this one. Oh dear. Stamps, handwritten, timeless textures, love what you do, pop of petals. Well said. Well said this is from. A well said or well written dies. Oh, and this is the handwritten stamp set behind it. The leaf punch, pop of petals stamp and punch. She used a lot of products on here, but it's really beautiful, isn't it? I love that. Thank you, Elizabeth Bennett. Thank you for swapping with me too. Happy Birthday Gorgeous. This is such a popular stamp set and it's so timeless. This is from Queen Pip Cards and she has used the Beautiful You stamp set, the Pretty Gingham Gala DSP, and she's coloured it all in Lemon Lime Twist. And Happy Birthday Gorgeous. We have the Daisy Punch and the Daisy stamp set there. That's really pretty. And this is Petal Pink cardstock and matching ink. Very lovely. Daisy Delight from Jan Malcolm. Thank you so much, Jan. You're a star. How beautiful is this one? This has got to be one of my favourites as well. And I'm really sad to say the Dragonfly's retiring too. Dragonfly Dreams, love it so much. She's used one of the little self-adhesive sequins there, iridescent ones, but enjoy your special day. So she has used Dragonfly Dreams and the detailed dragonfly thinlets. The wink of Stella makes it sparkle. He's been white embossed, iridescent sequins, and also to make the splatter she's used gorgeous grunge. Love that. That's from Charlotte Sturt. Thank you so much, Charlotte. And lastly, I think this is my last one. This is a special swap off a special friend of mine. We're in a birthday card swap group, a card giving group. We're all in the same kind of wider team, and we all have birthdays in August. So we discovered this a while ago. We decided to send each other cards, and then we thought we'd make a special swap for each other on stage. So this was my one from Katie at Compass Crafts. She says, her downline Georgie recently showed her to do this awesome technique. Take your buffalo background check stamp and using your Stampin' Right marker, turn it into tartan. Why not find your family tartan and see if you can recreate it? How cool is that? Look what she's done. So this Highland Heather, I think it is, purple check is a stamp, it's a background stamp. And then she's used her markers to draw lines on it to make it into a check. And that is from the High Tide stamp set with the lighthouse on it. There's nothing little about the light you shine. I even have an envelope so I can send it. Oh, Katie, you're so lovely. Thank you so much. Perfect. Oh, she's even put what she's used. The Buffalo Check, High Tide stamp set, the Stampin' Right markers, and the Gingham Gala. So that's all of my swaps that I managed to get. Absolutely had a ball on stage. It's a perk for demonstrators, so if you fancy joining up, definitely get in contact because the perks are amazing. Oh, and the other perk that's coming right up is that we have access to the new catalogue already, whereas customers don't get it till June, so we can see everything. And I'm also going to be able to pre-order from it, which is brilliant. So if you'd like to be able to do that, plus get £130 worth of any goods you like for £99, just send me a message. Anyway, I hope you like my little Tic Tac boxes. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And don't forget to click that little bell down below for notifications of future videos. You can find all the measurements and everything I've used over on my blog at Inkstampshare.ink. Happy Easter. Thanks for stopping by.